Welcome back, Connect fam. So we have an amazing guest. Miss Constantine Alleyne is in the building, y'all. We often really talk about leadership and inspiration. And let me tell you, this woman is honestly sprinkling all of that everywhere she goes. Please help me welcome you to the Connect fam. Give her a warm welcome, Miss Connie. Hi, Connie.
Hi. Oh my God. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
You're so fabulous. Smiles all in the morning. I love it. Welcome to the show. So, Connie, we're going to delve straight into it. You have, just your resume in itself needs to be applauded. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's start with that. But you've taken your decades of long experience, your career serving at Rikers Island, and truly changing the trajectory of the staff and inmates. So please, before we get into your program, really Civilian Corrections Academy, tell us more about working on Rikers Island. And that prison is known to really house some of the most world's notorious criminals. What was that experience like for you? Can you share a little bit about that?
Sure. So Rikers Island, yes, it does house some of the worst of the worst. But for the most part, stepping in there, starting to work, here I am to provide my little service. And clearly I wasn't prepared for the realities of the prison subculture, right? So it's one thing to walk in and you think like, I'm going to be super professional. I think I was naive when I first walked in and I didn't know what to expect. And then when I got there, I realized like I'm engaging with this population. There is no partition that's protecting me between me and them. But, it's really a place where one, you have that population that they do jail, like that's what they do. And then you have those inmates who really want a different life, who are looking for resources to truly rehabilitate themselves. And it was awesome to be in a position to provide that.
Right. And I'm guessing that's what really kept you, because as you said, it wasn't easy coming in with one perception and being there. I'm guessing seeing those folks that really wanted help and resources, that's what really encouraged you to stay there, right?
Yes, that was the driving force. It is those guys that were like, so how do I not come back? How do I do this better? How do I do things differently?
Right.
What resources are available to me and can you connect me to them?
And now I want to switch gears into the positive and where you come in and where your academy comes in making that difference and helping. You are the founder and president of Civilian Correction Academy. What is your mission and what are the goals with your program?
For sure. So our mission is to make sure that training is not a one-time event, right? So we have non-uniform employees who work in the correctional environment. Those are your doctors, your nurses, your maintenance workers, your kitchen folks, your social workers, you name it. Anyone who's not uniformed, right? And so for the most part, there's traditional academy training that officers go to, but there really isn't a structured way of training non-uniform staff. And now, don't get me wrong, they do in-services and there are like an abbreviated version of a traditional academy training that you might be allowed to attend, but there's no streamlined process to really make sure that non-uniform staff are adequately prepared for the realities of working with the population.
I mentioned earlier, thank you for sharing that. If we can get into your book, The Cage Was Her Cocoon, A Journey from Prison Administrator to Entrepreneur. That's a beautiful title. Who is this book for? And can you tell us just what is it all about?
For sure. So at the height of pandemic, I decided I was going to write and publish this book, right? And so it's a deeply personal work. It was something that I worked on at a time of not only was I home, but like my daughter had just been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And for me, it was like life is just about to be crazy. It is more of an inspirational memoir that kind of highlights these defining moments in my life where I was taught like those skills of resiliency, kind of learning in the belly of the beast isn't an easy place to learn, like most of my life lessons. Just to think like those really vulnerable years, my 20s, I spent them working in prison. My reality is, as a prison health services administrator, my job is to make sure that they have access to the care that they need. And so, yes, I may have to go and advocate for treatment that typically isn't offered in the setting.
So with what you are doing and the mission that you're really pushing forward, how can we support you, Connie? What can we do to help get that information that you want to get out? What can we do?
So I mean, this being on this platform is already amazing. I mean, working with corrections and just getting my feet in the door has been like a really good thing, because they're acknowledging that this training is needed from the cage was her cocoon perspective, because we think like, well, what is a cage, right? Everybody's cage is different, right?
Mm.
Then there's like the cage of like money. I remember working with a woman who she was like, I can't leave my husband because he controls my bank account. And I was like, what do you like? It's like those things that like maybe it's not your reality, but here's something that's keeping someone trapped and not living their full potential because they've somehow convinced themselves that they can't move to the next stage of their lives without whatever that thing is that's holding them back.
And so, Connie, please, I know somebody or many of our Connect fam is asking, how can we connect with her? Where can they go to reach you, Connie? And
yes,
how can we get your book as well?
All right. So for me, I'm at ConnieAlleyne.com. You can find anything, everything about Connie Alleyne there. The Civilian Corrections Academy is there. There, like my speaking, just everything is there, right? As far as getting a book, www.thecagewashercocoon.com. You can go there, get your book. I'm still actually doing some autographed copies. People think I'm crazy, but like it's an option. You can do an autographed copy or a regular copy. And I also have a workbook that goes with it, and it's included in there as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, we really appreciate you spending time with us this morning, Constance. I'm excited to announce that actually you're going to be with us for the next several weeks because you're going to be here uplifting families and those that may have loved ones who are incarcerated, and also giving tips and information for other corporations that are working to really help prison reform as well. Yes?
Yes, I will be here.
Constantine. So it's been an amazing show. And again, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, thank you, Connect fam, for allowing us to spend Saturday mornings with you. If you are ready to build your business, maybe you have a book, maybe you have a program, a workbook, something, a brand, and you want to be featured right here on the Connect Network TV. Why not? We want to hear from you. We want to see you. Just connect with us, okay? And you can also keep up with our past episodes. Just head over to the connectonline.com. That's connectonline.com. We will see you next Saturday. As always, God bless, stay beautiful, make a difference, and tell somebody you love them while they can hear it and receive it. Love you for free. Sandy will be back next week. I won't be by myself, but thank you for hanging with me. Have a great day.